onto the sim with yellow Bonney, and this is not the usual deck list. Marineford TCG just made a video on Bonney with an actual, like, more competitive deck list. This is a trigger out of life deck list. So every single card almost in our deck that is possible to trigger out of life does. And if it doesn't, it does something really freaking good, which I think is probably one of the most important things. We're running absolutely almost 0 bricks. The only one is this Dendro, and every single card reads, play this card. And it does, some cards cost a card, so like you may trash one card from your hand, play this card. If you're at 1 or less life, play this card and draw a card. If your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. Or they just simply say play this card. So I went through and I did everything I could to make sure every trigger we play plays a card out of life, and I want to see how it does, because I think this is going to be a really fun deck list to take to locals, literally just to always have something coming out of life. Other than these, 2 cards, which is Usopp, which says if your leader has the Egghead type, give plus 2,000 until the end of the turn, so we become a 7k leader. As a trigger, that's really good. It's a 2k counter, that's a 2k for the entire turn, basically, when you trigger it out of life. And then, of course, Beige, stop one of your opponent's leaders or characters from attacking this turn. This is really strong because it just stops an attack and nullifies it. So, for this being the trigger in the deck and being our 2Ks, I think it just works. Our leader is Egghead and Bonney Pirate, so we can't really use cards like Kuma that have to have Revo Army Leaders or Baby 5 to draw cards because we're not multicolored. We're not Supernova type, so we can't play Trafalgar Law. We're not Land of Wano, so we can't play Kinemon. I've tried to find any 2Ks we could play out of life, but really none of them work. I mean, your leader isn't Vegapunk, so that doesn't work. We're not the Fishman or Merfolk type, so that doesn't work. I tried to find any 2Ks we could, and the only one we could play out that triggers out of life is Satori, which is really good. So we're running 10 total 2Ks because we're not running as many bricks. We only run the 4 Dendro we mentioned earlier, so we don't need to run as many 2Ks because we're not running top end. We're literally just going as wide as possible, triggering out of life, and just swinging in really aggressively. So that's my game plan here with Bonney. The leader effect reads, once per turn, you may activate this effect on your turn. When you play a card with trigger, give up to 2 Rested Dawn to your leaders or one of your characters. So basically we play a 4 cost, and then we swing 7 with leader. It's basically just what you do unanimously, like throughout the entire game. And so we're just going to go wide. On 6 Dawn, we're going to swing 7 and 7, 4 Dawn for a character, attach 2 of those Rested Dawn to leader, swing 7, attach this 2 active Dawn to a character, swing 7 from the card that we played on the 4 Dawn turn. We really want to go second, of course, because that's what you want to do in the current format anyways, against Ace and against Emu. So the goal is just to be really, really freaking aggressive and save the board when we can. We have a few blockers in the Brûlée, which also gives us our 2 Dawn back because it is a trigger, and I don't mind this card in the deck. I really like it, actually. I'm not going to lie, I really like it. I also like running Onami usually, but with this kind of package, it doesn't work because we're just trying to play everything out of life. We have Cracker, which has double attack if you have less life than your opponent and gets plus 1,000 power for only 1 Dawn attached. If we attach the 2 Rested Dawn, it can actually swing in for 8k, which can sometimes be really obnoxious going into the Ace matchup if we get to a lower life total, to then go for lethal. It's kind of one of those, like, this is our clapback card that kind of wins us the game sometimes, so we kind of need to play it. Also with the trigger to discard a card and play it. Same thing with Sanji, trash a card, play this card, it's also a blocker. Inuarashi, Kikinojo, and Nekomamushi are all if you have 3 or less life, as well as Dendro. They play themselves out for free, which is very nice. This KOs one of your opponent's cards equal or less than the total number of life they currently have. So you have to discard a card to pop a card and be good. Usually in our games it's not, but it is a ×2 Dawn when attacking effect. So ×2 Dawn when attacking is usually really good when paired with our leader effect. So you can swing a little 5 poke, then swing a 7, and go through the game like that, or do the 7/7 that we talked about on the 6 Dawn turn, depending on what kind of curve we're playing on. So going first kind of sucks, so you're probably not even going to see us go first, because we probably just lose those games absolutely. And we're going to show the losses, because I'm not here to tell you this is the best deck ever. This is going to be a little clickbaity title, but of course that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to actually tell you if the deck is good or not. Kikinojo is amazing. If you have 3 or less life, place 1 card from the top of your deck on the top of your life on KO. So basically they just can't remove the Kikinojo, which is very strong into a lot of matchups, and it's a 6k body that triggers out of life. I guess we're running the Dendro brick and the Kikinojo, but that's still not that many when compared to most meta matches. Most decks run between like 14 to 18 bricks in the deck, so I don't mind it. Honestly, I think we still can run with just the 10 2k counters. This card can attack active characters for ×2 Dawn, which again pairs really well with leader effect. This triggers out of life and draws you a card, and it's a 2k counter. Oh, we're running more than that 2Ks. Hold up. I'm tripping. I'm crazy. Ignore me. 8 here, and then this would be 12, and then this would put us to 14. So we're running 14 2Ks. Never mind. We have extra 2Ks than usual. I don't even know what I'm going on about, bro. I can't do simple math, and that's just simply me. Running 4 of the S-Shark. This is just unblockable, which really helps in like Emu, but usually they can just pop it with Mars. So you need to get 2 of these on the board to kind of get any value against Emu, to be honest. And usually as long as they stay at 1 life, they don't lose anyways with against unblockables. So we need to use this when we can. Hopefully it's one of our last lives, because this is a game-winning trigger trigger at the end of the game. Just to be honest with you, if you get your opponent to 0 life and you can just swing 15, you usually can get it because your opponent's unprepared. S-Snake gives a character minus 2,000 for just flipping one of your life face up on play and when attacking. So we can lower down the power of characters when we need to control board. Satori trigger, trash a card, play this card. And then Dendro can't be KO'd by effects if you have 3 or less life, or if your opponent has 3 or less lives and you have 2 Dawn attached. So we can easily get this with leader effect, and then it can't be popped by Marcus Mars, so we can at least have our board. Then they swing into it with Nazuro, and we cry a little bit. But that's just the OP13 meta for you. We're going to be taking this deck to trigger all the cards you can out of light. I'm excited to play Bonney. I'm a Vegapunk guy through and through. I know that's what a lot of you guys recognize me for at card shows and stuff. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, like, and subscribe. It's a free way to support your boy as we're on the road to 5K. I think we're at like 3,700 now, so any support you leave really, really helps me out. I would love to hit 5K by the end of the year. It's not looking like it's going to happen, so if you guys can step it up, we will still do a Vegapunk cosplay at locals. If we could somehow hit 10K, I'll do something absolutely insane, like giving away an entire case. I know that's like really, really far out of there, but if somehow within a month, the content just went, I wouldn't be mad about it. So, hey, anyways, this is Bonney. I hope you enjoy. If you did get this far into the video, like and subscribe, and let's play some games on the sim. We're going to start with a hella tough match, man. Just to be honest, this is going to be a really hard match because all of our bodies are 5Ks. Granted, we get to get the 2 Dawn for free, basically, but it can't always be the best. We're probably going to go Cracker, swing 7, then they can't really swing back into us. I think we're going to keep this. I think Cracker's going to be really strong, potentially, because if they hit us on their 3 Dawn turn, and then we hit them back, we're going to be in a really good spot here. So we'll go and pass to our opponent. I think the Cracker is just going to be the play, because it kind of forces them to not attack us. If not, they have to get through a double attack, and it can be a 9K double attack, because we'll be on a 6 Dawn turn, playing on a 4 cost, getting 2 rested Dawn, still have 2 active Dawn. So we go ahead and take this. We get the trigger. Go ahead and trigger out a cheap little blocker there, which I'm not going to be mad about. It's definitely going to help. They get their ramp, which is always going to be good for our opponent. Use a card action, put 2 Dawn on the leader, and we'll go ahead and swing 7 into face. So they should just take this. Now we're both on 4 and 4, but now if we take this next life, we are pressuring with a double attack 9K into face, which would be really freaking good. This card gets low value because they can't really attack into us with anything big. So I'm happily going to take this. It kind of, like I said, they are forced to not attack us, which is really nice because now we get to go 7 and 7. And it's almost like we have double attack. So either way, it's like 5-9 or it's 7-7. And they're going to swing the 7 at us. We're going to go ahead and take. Trash one card from your hand. Play this card. Sure. We'll trash another one. Not using the card action. No need to flip the life face up and give them any idea on what we may have. So I'm going to go ahead and play a blocker here because we don't need to go unblockable at the moment. And I think just getting a 4-cost 5K blocker is going to be good because we have taken life pretty aggressively. We're going to use the card action. We're going to put the 2 Dawn on the Cracker here. We're going to go ahead and swing 9 into face. Well, actually, we're going to go 10 because they have 1 Dawn open for a counter event. That's going to force them to go counter event and 2K, which they don't have, or 2K, 1K. We're not going to use the effect of S-Snake because, again, no reason to give them value. And then we'll go a 5 and a 5, forcing 2 cards out of hand, putting them down to 2 life. The Cracker loses value here, but now we have a strong board. They can't really hit us in the face. They can play Rayleigh, rest a blocker, and then swing 6 into a character. We'll go ahead and 2K. They should go 6 probably into the Brûlée. Nope. All right, we'll go ahead and give them a 2K Veggie to get out of that attack. They can swing 9 into Cracker. I don't think we need Cracker anymore because we're not really going to go lower life than them, so I don't think it matters. We can still swing with the Sanji and still have the blocker if we need it as well. There's a little more options here. Here we can just block with the Sanji and then give them a 1K Brûlée, which I think is going to also be fine. Now, they're going to ramp it on at the end of the turn through the Rayleigh effect and be a 7K leader. This is where things definitely get tough because once they start dropping 10 cost, we're in a bad spot. We are in a bad spot. We're going to go ahead and swing in for 5 at the Bintham. We're going to reveal the top card, give minus 2,000 power to the Rayleigh. So in case we put enough pressure on life, we can also, hit into face a little bit. I think we're going to go 4 cost, 3 cost. No, I don't think we have enough on the board to do that. So I think I'm going to go 4 cost, use card action, 2 Dawn on leader. Do I ever leave both these blockers active? Or do I go more wide here? We could go 7 into Rayleigh and then 9 into Rayleigh. Because the event that they're holding up a 1 Dawn event that only affects plus 3,000 to the leader for the battle. So I think we can just go 7 and start burning a few cards. Granted, the later we go into the game, the worse it is. So I'd rather just get 1 card and maybe go ahead and pressure into face with a 9K. Seeing if we can go and get that counter event out, they go ahead and take. That's pretty good for us. That, I think, is actually the right decision there. They go ahead and attach a Dawn to leader. They're playing another Rayleigh. They're going to rest the Brûlée. Probably going to swing 8 into the Brûlée. Yep, they're just going to go for clearing the whole board. We only have 1K, so we're kind of just stuck with it. I may just go S-Shark unblockable and then attach a bunch of Dawn to our leader. They hit us. Interesting. I'm gonna go no trigger. They hit us for 9 more. They know that they have to stay alive here. So they know they're going down to 0, which means they're ready to play Goldie Roger, right? So they're gonna stop all of our blocker effects. So we need to keep that in mind as we play this game. We're gonna go ahead and trigger out the Kikinojo. It's definitely not gonna hurt. We need to find a way that we don't die to what they're about to give us. We can go for game on the next turn. So we could go Brule, use card action, 2 Dawn on the S-Snake, swing 7 into a Rayleigh, use card action, and give it minus 2,000 power, knowing that we're going to trigger out a Cracker or that we have a 1K coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go 9 into the Rayleigh, try to see if we can remove it off the board. Again, we're just not going to put them to 0. I don't think there's much value out of doing that here. We have double blockers. Even if they play a 10 cost with Rush, we just have to go for game on the next turn. Issue is we would need the unblockable. We need to go 9 into Rayleigh and just burn 1 more card. Again, it's all because of Goldie Roger. We can't put them down to 0 in this situation. We need a little bit more. We need to get a little bit more cards out of their hand. We'll pass to our opponent. We have the ability to, if they do play something, to counter out of an attack. So we can just block 1 attack, and they're swinging another 9. We can just block the next attack. Go ahead and get value out of our blockers, because now we can minus this down again. No, we can't, because we don't have extra life. So we're kind of in a weird spot here, just to be honest. So if they play 10 cost Rush, 7, 10, so 2K, 1K, 10, 2K, 2K, we can't get out of it. Can't get out of the 9. 7, 10, 12. We would lose to a Rush option here. So we do actually have to go for lethal here. How do we secure lethal in this situation? If we could flip another life, we'd be in a really good spot. We could remove the Rayleigh, but not being able to remove the Rayleigh, we could swing 15 to the Rayleigh, but then we still lose to that 7, 10, 12, or 13. 2K, 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 so 2K, 1K, 2K, 2K, 1K, but that doesn't get out of the 13 because we can't counter the 10 because we only have 2K, 2K. We know a 1K is coming in, so we do have to go for game here, which is like, it's literally like a 2K is all they need. This puts us in a really bad spot. If we just had 1 more blocker, we would be fine. If we had 1 blocker or 1 face up life, or a way to flip our life face down, but I think we legit just lose because we can literally only attack in twice. So if they get out of 1 attack, they just don't lose, right? So I think we have to go into the Rayleigh. Dang. Do we ever bluff into the Rayleigh, saying that we have enough counter? Because the thing is, Roger doesn't matter here. Roger just wins in the game no matter what. So at the end of the day, we can only swing 10 into 9. And that's not enough for us. So we have to go for hoping they don't see the out. So we can go 11 and then we can go 10. But I really just, maybe we should have gone a little heavier. Maybe we should have gone like 13. They don't have it anyways. Even if they play Roger here, it doesn't really matter because we don't have a blocker on the board, so we can just swing 9 into face. Even if they take, it doesn't change anything because we don't have a blocker coming out anyways. So that would be game. They're going to tap out for Roger here, it looks like. If they don't have a rush option, though, we don't lose. That is the big thing. 2K, 1K. Legitimately, if this is just 1 more 2K. Yeah, we're kind of stuck. We have to take, no trigger, and then it's the Roger. Nothing we could do in that situation, man. That was hard fought. We only can get to the amount of counter that we could. We can only get to 10. GG's to our opponent. That was a good first game. The S-Snake was putting in work, dude. This put in a lot more work than I think I gave it a little more value then. So, hey, S-Snake, really good. Good trigger out of life, too. Shutting down an attack. You know, it has the ability to shut out an attack if it triggers out of life on your opponent's turn, giving something minus 2K. So it's like you discard a card, which could be a brick, to give something minus 2K, which counts as like a 2K counter. I kind of like that. So, if we just had this Frankie instead of the Dendro, bro, we win the game. Crazy. Good game. Close game there with Roger. On to the next one. Purple Black Luffy, which I have seen, you know, some big time One Piece players are playing Purple Black Luffy. I'm going to do a deck profile Wednesday on Purple Black Luffy. Krolzor specifically, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's been like going crazy with this deck. We want to go second, even though they want to go second. We're just going to take that away. Mulligan, because they like to take aggressively, and we're a 5 life leader, so the Cracker isn't as good. I think the Kikinojo is definitely good, because we can swing a 7 and get them down. They take a card in hand. We just want to limit our hand size here, so we want to take pretty aggressively as well to trigger out bodies. We're going to go ahead and pass to our opponent here. Nothing we can do on 2 Dawn. I think we need a 2-cost blocker that triggers out. They go Dawn -2 to gain 2. Pretty good. Swing 7 into face. We'll take. We'll use this trigger. Go ahead and get a body on the board. Again, limiting our hand size is going to be really important. I think we can trash Nekomamushi. I don't think Nekomamushi is going to get us much. Maybe we actually trash Cracker here. I think we actually trash Cracker. They're going into 6 Dawn. We can't limit our hand size enough, man. That kind of sucks. We're going to go 5 into face. And then we're going to go 7. We're going to Kikinojo and swing 7. We are going to lose to a, what's it called? A Bonney, even after trashing a card. So, or not Bonney, Nico Robin, the blocker that makes you discard 2 cards. That would freaking suck. Let me tell you, if they drop that right now, We may be cooked. We may in fact be cooked, but I think the S-Shark's going to help into that situation. So we trash the Brûlée and the Nekomamushi in that situation. Nekomamushi would be nice, but Gum Gum Giant's just too good where they could just save the Nico Robin too easily. It's hard to clear board against the Purple Black Luffy. But if they do that, they're only swinging 5 into Sanji, which I don't think we mind. We can just 1k. They swing 5 into Sanji off the rip. We're just going to go in 1k so they don't get value out of the Nico Robin. I don't think they can go into the Luffy that makes them into a 7k, which is really nice. Dude, that card is just really good. Becoming a 7k leader, who would have thought that would be good, you know? Especially when paired with a card like Gum Gum Giant. What? That's actually a good thing? Who would have thought? Magellan's is also in this list, so they could take us off curve, but that does not matter for us. I don't think Magellan really does much here. They give us Dawn -1, something we can't... I mean, we can actually remove Magellan, because, like, oh no, I can't play out another 4 cost. Like, oh no. It's not a big deal. They're going to go 6 in a face here. I'm really thinking about taking that, because I don't want them to clear the Sanji. 4 Dawn. They're playing out something. 3 cost Zoro, swing 8? Sure, I'll take. Why not? If your opponent has 3 less life, play this card. Sure, why not? Why not play this card? It's not gonna hurt me to play it. Kind of force them to go into board a little more, I feel like. Yep, they have to go into board now, in which we will 2k, 1k, but that saves the board rather than the Nico Robin. So we'll give them a Beige and a, I think just a Nekomamushi. I think we just give them the Nekomamushi. Now they leave with 2 Dawn active, Judgment of Hell, Judgment of Helio. I think we're just going to S-Snake, minus down the Nico Robin, and swing like a 5 into the Nico Robin, because I don't think we ever need to clear this. It wouldn't be bad, but we'll S-Snake, we'll Bonney effect first, use card action, put the 2 Dawn on the leader, we'll use the card action, flip the top life face up, minus down the Nico Robin. We could swing, what, 5 into the 2k, if they want to save it, sure. I don't really need to burn cards out of their hand, I just don't want them committing more Dawn to it. We'll go 6 in a face, then we're going to go 7 in a face, then we're going to go 7 more in a face. We're going to go 7 with a Nekomamushi just because we can go ahead and pop. If they would have taken it, we couldn't have, but it doesn't really matter. We'll go 7. You may discard 1 card from your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters with equal or less life than your opponent currently has. I don't want to discard another card, actually. If it would be for free, I'd do it, but dude, having to discard a card is kind of stupid, I'm not going to lie. We're just going to go 7 and then 7. I just want to burn some cards. If they Gum Gum Giant this early, they're cooked. They Divine Departure, discard a card, it's just a 0 cost event. Which really does not matter to us. So a little 2k, 1k basically. Telling me they don't have many 2ks, you would not Divine Departure this early. Our opponent's going to play that 6 cost Luffy here, Dawn -2, restand 2, get like 1 rested, 1 active, so they'd have 3 active Dawn. Then they could swing 8 into a character, which I think we'd be fine with. The idea is I'm just trying to get them to 0 probably. The S-Snake we're going to leave active here, because I would like to minus down the Luffy when they do have to attack in with it, so I'm going to use that as some good value. Next turn, we're probably just going to play Brûlée and add Dawn to a character. We're going to let whatever they attack into just go. I don't think we need it. They maybe go in Judgment of Hell as well. I think Judgment of Hell would be okay. Maybe Slow Beam as well, or Nora Beam Sword. Whichever one rests a character. They could do that with the 2 Dawn active and the 1 extra Dawn. They don't really need to up the cost of their characters because we don't have hard removal. We're only hitting 8 Dawn. If we had an 8 cost Katakuri, that'd be pretty good to remove Monkey D. Luffy. Removal is always good in yellow, but we just don't have enough of it. We have Gum Gum Stamp, KO base 6 cost, which I guess would hit the Luffy actually. So maybe we should tech that in the future. But again, this is a meme list. We're just here to cook up what we can. We're gonna go 8 and 5. You got it. I ain't gonna save it. I can't save it. I can't mentally. I cannot tell myself, oh, you should save this. It's like, it's not that good. 4, get 2 back. Yeah, I think we're just gonna Kikinojo, use card action, give the 2 rested Dawn to the leader. I think we're just going to swing a little 7 in the face with Kikinojo, because they can't really remove the Kikinojo anyway, so, I mean, or they can give us more life, which I'm totally fine with. I'm good going value for value here. They do Nora Beam Sword, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. So they're going to have to rest a character here, so it's good that we ran with the Kikinojo first, I guess. They go ahead and get a 2k counter and rest a character. They should do the S-Snake. S-Snake gets us the most value here, but I think we're just going to swing 9 in the face after that. If they're going to commit both Dawn here, we're going to put them down to 0 as much as we can. Then we're going to swing the S-Snake in. Maybe we just go another 7 and we just play a Brûlée to save the S-Snake, because we have enough counter. We have a 2k, 1k. That saves the 7, block out of the other attack. The issue would be if they have the Rush Sanji, which we already saw them drop. They have another one of those. I think we just put them to 0, because it forces them to go blocker, right? And there's no reason to even save the extra Dawn. Just swing 10. 2k, 2k, or you don't got it. And they've already shown us they don't have a lot of 2ks, so 10 in the face, put them to 0, force them to leave Dawn active for Gum Gum Giant. They do have 2ks. Why would you Divine Departure earlier, man? That's a mental game. I like it. I like the mental game here. Because them becoming a 7k leader, they're going to get a lot of value out of, you know, free 2k basically from the Monkey Luffy. They could swing, they have to play something first, then Monkey Luffy. So if they play out a 7-cost Sanji, Dawn -1, on Dawn -2, get the 2 back, they would have 3 active Dawn. They can go 7 into 5, Dawn -2 becomes 7k, 8 into 6, give us a life, and then they would have 2 active Dawn. It looks like that's about what they're going to do. They might just return the 1 and then give them a Dawn -2 for the Luffy. Either way, you're going Dawn -2 somehow. They rest the Inuarashi, they get rushed with the Sanji. Now they're going to swing the Luffy. Again, Dawn -2. They definitely want to remove the S-Snake, and we're not going to be able to save the S-Snake, sadly. I don't know if we're going to be able to save any of the board, because now it's going to be... They could go 8-8, you know, which is kind of annoying, hard to deal with. So we're going to have to let this go, see what they decide to swing in with. They could go 7, which is also annoying. I don't know. We're in a weird spot here. Luffy is a really good deck. We just need to get them to 0 and kind of win the game. It's like you win the game soon or you don't. So worrying about the 8, 2k, 1k. Do we care? I think we're actually fine gaining life. I think we're fine giving up Kikinojo if they want to swing into it. If they want to hit face, though, and give us another body on the board, we actually might not trigger it. We go 8 in the face. If we use this trigger, though, I feel like we're going... They're a 7k leader, so we have 2 characters that can swing in pretty good. I don't think we trigger it out. I think we just Brûlée. Brûlée and Sanji now? I think we have to do both because of more Sanjis. So we'll go ahead and Brûlée, use the card action. We need to leave 4 Dawn total. So we're going to go and go 2 Dawn on Kikinojo. I think we're just going to go... I think we go 8 in the face at this point. There's no way they have more 2Ks. They've shown us too much weakness in the 2Ks. I feel like there's no way. Okay, maybe they do. I'm going to go 8 more in the face. Force out this Gum Gum Giant. You got it or you don't. They don't. Okay, so with this, it could only be a slow beam. Would we ever lose to... Is that too much committing? I feel like we have to double block her here. I think we have to double block her. We could have committed more, but in case they have another Sanji, it's like the risk to reward, right? Now they can rest one of the blockers, then they can go rush, attack, but they don't win because they rest just only one of the blockers, and then we still have an attacking blocker. Now this may be the option they needed. Rush Luffy is pretty good here. They're going to go for a game closer. So they're going to go 7 into face. We could counter this. Let's look at the split here, though. They have to return 2 active Dawn, so they have 3 additional Dawn. They're going to go 7. I guess it's going to be 7, 7, 7, 9, 9. So block the 9, 9. So 7, 7, 7. We only have to counter 1 attack, right? Because they don't have any unblockable status in this deck. So I think we're actually fine to take here. See what we get. We don't need to trigger anybody's out because we have the ability to attack in. Even if they go 8, 8, 8, like we just block those 2, and we should be safe. I think we can take this as well. There's no unblockable, right? I guess we could... Yeah, we'll just take. And draw a card? Sure. I love drawing cards. Not bricks, though. Out of 8 bricks in the deck, we draw 1 of them. Oh, we get another body on the board. So, in case that's needed, but with 1 card in hand, actually, that's not needed at all for lethal, unless it just happens to be a Gum Gum Giant and this card, so then they discard the card and draw 2 2Ks. Maybe it would matter. But I think, actually, that was a greedy trigger. I don't think we needed to. I don't think we needed to do that. But now they can just swing in they can go, it's literally just 8, 9, 9. There is no better math here. And we can get out of the 8 for free. Like, or with 2 2Ks and then block. So that's just guaranteed we don't die because they don't have unblockable. Like, there's no purple Luffy Straw Hat Crew unblockable one that I know of. So it is 8. We could technically just block out of one of these and just force them in to not go into board at all. Granted, no matter what we're blocking, so it actually doesn't matter. 2K, 2K. And that's just game. Even with 4 Dawn active, Judgment of Hell doesn't even get them there. Because we're just going to swing a little 7. If see what the card is. If they take, then, you know, cool. If they don't, we just finish them with Brûlée, bro. Yeah. Nope, you're cooked. Turn 2 active. Block. Oh, yeah, they have 0 life. Block. Playing the double blocker was really important there, dude. We just did things correctly. Jeez, man. GG's. Nami and a Luffy in hand. No Gum Gum Giant. I'll take it. Good game. Even with the Gum Gum Giants, I don't think I got him there, dude. That was... Hey, we put down the purple black Luffy. I'm happy about it. Good game to our opponent. On to the last match. 3 matches as always. So we got Roger, we got purple black, and we got whatever's next. Let's see what it is, and let's go into it. And now we're going to take on Emu. We're going to take second away from them because they really like second. And I think this has everything we need, but it's too early to need it. So we're going to mulligan that. This is what we need. This is what we need on the 4 Dawn turn. This is going to be a tough match, guys. Straight up. Straight up. But we got the double S Shark. That's going to be really important going into that 10 Dawn turn to finish off the game. Hoping that we can just go 15 and win, depending on how many counter events this opponent can really get. We need more hand control in yellow, man. Give it to me. Discard a Workery, draw a card. Makes sense to me. Pass. Triple S Shark. Triple S Shark goes crazy. 3 active Dawn. They can't really cheat anything out this match because they have to play 4 costs, because 4 costs is the lowest 5 elders that they have. So they're just going to trash a card, draw a card, trash a Nozduro. They have Workery and Nozduro now in the trash for their 10 cost 5 elders. Stussies, okay, I guess. They're going to swing 7 at us, take, trigger, I'll take it. We're going to trash probably a 2k counter. I don't really want to get rid of an S-Shark just in case, man. That card is just that good in this match especially. So we're going to go with the Sanji. So we're just going to swing, with the Kikinojo, we're going to swing 5 in the face. Then we're going to swing 7 in the face, of course. So they have to counter this one, which is nice. They don't counter this one. Interesting. Maybe they're just going to counter this with a counter event here. That's probably why. They probably have the World's Equilibrium, which will just be a 1 cost. Yep. The World's Equilibrium cannot be maintained. It's just 1 card anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Here, they're going to be able to play out a card for 3 Dawn, then swing probably 6 into Sanji, worrying about how aggressively we could attack. So we're just going to put on pressure, man. They're going to need to leave some Dawn active for some counter events here. They don't have the ability to search as much because of how aggressive we're about to be, especially already triggering a body out of board. So probably Saturn here, I would assume. I don't think they can't play Mars. They go Workery for a blocker, so that's going to draw them a card. That's probably one of the best plays they could do. They have to have 7 less cards, or 7 or more cards in the trash, and they don't have that yet. So they need to do an event. They trash a card, draw a card. They need a 1-cost event here, or a Charlia. This will just give them hand -1, thankfully, though, because they don't have the ability to trash it this turn, because they already did that. They now have 7 cards in trash, which is good for our opponent, thanks to the Charlia. They're going to swing 6 into the Sanji. We're going to go ahead and 2k out of that, because we want to keep it as much as we can. I'm just here to apply some freaking pressure, man. We're probably going to go with the Sanji, another one. We'll go ahead and put 2 Dawn on the leader. What is that? We're just going to swing 6 to burn a 2k. Then we're going to go 7-7, and I really don't mind that. We're going to pop the Workery for sure. We're going to take a life for sure. And they don't have any counter events active. So we're going to burn some cards. They block this one, draw a card, because they know it's another 7. Or they just take this one. Personally, again, I would have blocked that first one, draw a card. See if you want to counter that second one just in case. They get the 5 elders are at your service. They get to grab a Never Existed and trash a Never Existed. So that's 2 of their 4 that we've seen. So that's good. We've already seen a World's Equilibrium, which is 1 of their 2 usually in the deck. The deck's pretty standard other than Stussy. Stussy's the only thing that, some people play, some people don't. Swing the 7 and they take it. They take it, guys. They don't know about no S-Shark, do they? They aren't ready for no S-Shark, are they? They trash the Charlia, draw a card. They're going to have 8 cards in hand here. The Workery is also going to draw them a card later on. They can also attack in with the Workery, making it where we can't, attack the Workery itself. They just swing 5. I'm just going to 1k, and I'm going to give them the S-Shark here because I want to double S-Shark. We will 2k if they swing with the Workery. I don't think they will. They might go Nozduro Rush, minus 2k to a character, which is what I would probably say. They go Marcus Mars instead, pop the Sanji, pop the Kikinojo, and give us a life. Hey, they are just going to starve us out, it looks like. I think that's the right choice. I'm not going to lie to you. I do think that is the correct choice, especially in this match. They're going into 9 Dawn. They've already trashed the Stussy. 4 Dawn active is crazy, brother. 4 Dawn active is crazy, brother. 5 at face, 5 at face, and 7 at face. It's just that simple, guys. It is legitimately just that simple. They counter with a Marcus Mars. That's really good for us. We want to see all the Marcus Mars in the trash. That's 1. They have 1 on the board. They give us a 2k here. They will get out of the 7 for sure. Use a card action, 2 Dawn, swing 7. The thing is, every time they hit us, we're going to trigger out of life. This may be the anti-emu match. This might actually be the first match we show because of how good it is. Unblockable, unblockable, pass. So we see that other never existed. We have to keep that in mind. Now there should be 2 more in the deck total. They can clear our board here, and I think we'll probably just let it go. At 9 Dawn, even if they play Stussy, they swing Mars into a character. We counter that. They swing 5 into a character. We counter that. Then they play Stussy, pop the Mars, KO something else, swing the Workery into the other thing. But then we go unblockable, which is pretty good. They also go Nozduro Rush. That makes sense to me. That does, in fact, make sense to me. 5 into 3. You got it. You can have it. I'm not going to sit there and save that. That's all the cards in my hand, so I don't think that's worth it. That's not good value, as they would say. At least that's what I would say. So, giving him 2 cards, but now he's got to swing 5 into 5s. That's fine. 7. I might save this. I'm going to save this. There's a lot of added pressure from just having 1 additional attack here. We could go Dendro, because Dendro cannot be KO'd if we have 2 Dawn attached to him. We could also just go, like, really big attacks here. We could go 9 into face, which they should just take this and then counter the second attack if I'm correct. Will they have a way to remove the Marcus Mar or the S-Shark? That's the issue. So they're hitting their 10 Dawn turn. They're going to go 5 Elders. I think we just swing 11. I think there's no reason not to. We just burn a bunch of cards in hand and kind of force them to you live or you don't. So we get a never existed and probably a 2K, 1K. They have to have a 5 elders in hand at this point as well. So that would be almost all the cards in their hand. That's the third never existed. They could go double never existed, but they can't. So it's 2K, 2K, 1K. They're going to have 0 cards in hand next turn. So I'm actually not going to attack. I am not going to attack here. I don't want them to block and draw a card. I want them to have to remove their own blockers with the 5 elders. So we just pass. The 5 would have just gotten blocked from Mercury. They would have drawn a card. That would be bad. So they're going to have 2 blockers on the board. They can't hit us in the face. They're going to remove our board, of course. So we're just going to have to let that go. And we're going to have to let this go as well. That's just the smart choices. They can't hit us. They literally cannot attack us. That is incorrect. Do not do that. We're going to take. I'm going to trigger that out. Sure. I can finish them off with a Brûlée if I need to, man. I will do it. Don't think I won't do it. Yeah, they can't hit us. Because what if we get another trigger? See? Trash a card, draw a card. Then they're going to go back to like 4 cards in hand. They trash 1 card for the 5 elders. They draw a card. They have to discard a card for the Marcus Mars effects to KO a character. Then I'm going to go with the Dinjiro. Make sure it can't be KO'd. Yeah, they would have to have trashed a card to then play out the 5. And then they would have had no counter. I literally could have just gone 5. I could have gone 7, 7, 7 and won the game. We had a Beji, a Cracker, Kikinojo, and a Beige. GG's, man. Did they just mess up? Oh, they just tapped the 10 for it. Even if they didn't, guys, I don't know how I didn't realize that's what they messed up in the first place. Even if they didn't, man, I think we just had them. Because, yeah, they'd go 5 across, 2 blockers. They get to discard a card, but they'd have to discard their counter event to then KO one of the blockers or the bodies on the board. They would be scared to attack us, so they just pass. They wouldn't attack us. We play out Dinjiro, get 2 Dawn on him, so they can't KO him. And then we just kind of need 1 body out of life, which would be the second to next life once they attack in. We have 2 blockers on the board, so we're kind of safe. They pop 1, so we have 1 blocker in Dinjiro, which can't be KO'd. Then they pop the Sanji. We just need 3 attacks. Once we get 3 attacks, it's just guaranteed game because they don't have enough Dawn, they don't have enough cards in hand, and they don't have enough 5 elders. So GG's, man. Emu, that was actually a pretty good match for us. That was a really good showing for this Bonney list. I hope you enjoyed. That last match was not the greatest because they fumbled the bag at the end, but it was just so much pressure, man. We got their brainwaves messed up. They were all fried. So, hey, good game to all the players we played against. The Roger just kind of cooked us. We took down a black-purple Luffy, and we were able to take down a black Emu, which are 2 really competitive decks right now currently in the format. So I hope you enjoyed as always. This was a very fun list to put together. Again, like and subscribe. It's a free way to support your boy. I'm going to have a fun video Wednesday again doing purple-black Luffy, touching on that, and a few other deck lists this week. As always, we usually post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and pop-up streams during the week. So if you join the Discord, you can always see when the streams are going live. I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you for watching as always. If you have any comments, concerns, or anything, leave them in the comments below. Just be kind. No reason to be mean. Anyways, even if you're mean, actually, screw it. Leave those comments too, because it's more comments for me in the video and more algorithm pushing for me. And so leave those hate comments. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.